Okay, take two. This is Prairie Hill MX, Pilot Mound, Manitoba, after round 3 of the 2024 Canadian Triple Crown Series MX Nationals. Okay. It was round 3 for the pro classes, 250s, 450s. It was a final round, round 4 for the Premix West and the WMX West. And I am going to stay over here because, as you can see, the old gumbo, the old Manitoba gumbo, gets a little gooey, and it makes it tough to ride when we get so much rain overnight. Unfortunately, as you saw my post, the guys last night working the track said we're going to rip it deep, water it down as if we're not going to get any rain, because the forecast said no rain or hardly any. Well, we got tons. It rolled in and just doused the place. But here's the first turn. Interestingly, if you watch that WMX, watch Viviana Contreras go around the outside, pinned, grab the whole shot. Joey Parks, he's parked right beside me. He's about to head home back to the island. He tried it too, ended up, I think he came out second. Whoa, behind McGuire Aruski. Okay, now here, fly in there, make the left up into the mechanics area. Normally after the finish line you would come around here and go through there, but as you can see, early on in the day this was a lost cause, so we cut this part out. And after the finish line, we would make this right turn here and head up in there. So we just skipped that little bit there, but you can already just see the, with the rain, they scraped. I mean, this place is just pristine, right? Like you saw it, fresh cut green grass, just looked beautiful. And look what we did to the poor place. They had no other choice but to push it off to the side. I mean, we've seen them do it lots of times at Walton, things like that. Had to be done here as well. So, but check out these ruts. You come in, just picture coming in here with 40 riders. And I'm just going to let you know, this is lap 2. I did the first lap, only to find out that there was a memory card error, so I have to come back out here and do it again. So that's, luckily this isn't a difficult track in that there's no real elevation, but the ruts, as you'll see, make it very difficult to actually ride around. So you come around here, guys, a lot of the guys stopped jumping this. But some of the guys just kept doing it. It was pretty impressive to see. Yeah, so some of the riders like back in the pack that were still just obviously love jumping were doing that. So look at these ruts. So you come around here, you have to pick. And I'm obviously on a bicycle, so the problem is pedaling this thing through these ruts. Okay, whoa, I'm down. I didn't actually fall, folks. I got my leg out in time. But yeah, it tried to pull me in there, and like I said, I just can't. They're deeper than they look, trust me. But check this out, ruts, square edges. Here's a nice jump the guys really seem to like. And girls, I mean, by the end of the day, it was so windy that it was pretty comical, because the premix guys, everybody who had a family and jobs, they stopped doing the big jumps because they were just, well, the wind was unpredictable. And we just, oh, I could have rolled up through there without pedaling. Okay. Lots of mosquitoes out here too. But in the racing, the big news, of course, was that Dylan Wright was going to line up, which he did. Ended up salvaging points. At first, he was looked like he was taking it easy. There's my trail. Looked like he was taking it easy, and then kind of seemed to get his groove a little bit later in that first moto. But you just know he was in pain, because to see him back, you know, 7th, 8th, 9th place, for his skill level, that is just not where he would normally be. But kudos to him for salvaging points. We will see after this break if that pays off. Yeah, so it was cool to see him up there. Ended up 7th or 8th overall, salvaging points. And obviously this isn't Supercross, because look, there's a bit of a dragon's back. Now it's cool because guys would either manual that, and you could launch this and you land right down there into the rut of your choice. Last time I didn't go through here, but this time I'm going to try it. See if it catches me. Oh, yep, grab my pedal there. Okay, I'm doing it. But now look at this rhythm section here. Just check out these ruts. Just amazing. Coming through here. And again, the video likely doesn't do it justice, but trust me when I say some of these suckers are 2 feet deep minimum. Not these ones, but a lot of them on the track. But in the 250 class, I mean, Drew Adams, Goes to show you what you get when you get the most highly touted A-class rider in this American system coming up here to race our guys. I mean, it just shows you the depth down there. Man, well, basically he schooled us up here. He was in a class of his own. Good battles behind him though. Good to see the hired guns though. We got like guys like we mentioned, Drew's up here on his own kind of thing with the Kawasaki down south. But hired gun like Gage Linville starting to look great for the Pilot MX team. He got himself up there on the podium here. I'm gonna try to get around this rut. Oh, look at this. Now, all right guys, let me set my bike up just so you don't think I'm a crying wolf here. Look at that, just have a look. Yeah, I'm just not pedaling through that, folks, but just goes to show you what the riders are dealing with. But yeah, so Gage Linville looking good. Sebastian Racine coming on strong. Confidence is growing. Good to see that. He looked good. I'm on the topic of hired guns. So guys like Josiah Natsky out of New Zealand, really strong. 1-1 today in the 450 class. Whoa! Watch the pedals. Aaron Tanti looked really good as well out of Australia. 2022 Australian champ. Prairie Hill MX team as well. Got himself up onto the podium, 5-2 for third. Wasn't too happy with how he ended up with that 50. He messed up. He made it look pretty easy too, actually, to be honest with you. But look at this. Like, look at these ruts. Like I'm off my bike. I'm not sure if the shadow is telling you that, but I'm gonna have to get out of this rut. See what I can do. Like I say, it's not the elevation that'll get you here. It's the ruts. Oh, and square edge bumps. Like that. So this coming out here into the far end of the track. What do I do here? There's options here, right? So you go inside, up over that high, anthill there. I want to say the outside was quicker, and it looked like guys were coming flying around here and making passes while riders were up in the air. But I could be wrong. But it's always good to see when they build a track with options and they work, because the inside tempts you, because obviously the inside is shorter, but you end up in the air, you end up braking. And if someone can rail that outside, then they can get you, which they did. But I'm going to cut this track a little short here. Check out the ruts there. That's some real ruts there. But so yeah, we had like I said, they prepped the track as if it was going to be dry, or maybe get a little sprinkle, which is what the forecast said. So they tore it deep, and it's all plowed off the edges now because we got a ton. Very changed schedule, and the reason I also won't be able to do my walk and talk this week is because the way they did the schedule, they ended up finishing the pros and then doing 2 motos each of premix and WMX. So most people had obviously loaded up, packed up. If they watched the race, they were gone pretty much. So I'm gonna do a highlight video like I did last year. I was expected that they were doing it this year, but they're not. So I'm gonna jump in and do them again. Thanks to FXR. They were behind it last year as well, so cool for them. And this straightaway here, super high speed. Guys just hanging off the back of the bike. Hopefully the video does it justice, because I stood at the end of it here and just recorded the guys coming straight at me into this corner up here. But yeah, so it's pretty good. And over here on the hill, good viewing area. You can stand up there, you can run back and forth, and you wouldn't miss any of the track. Oh, okay. Oh, that is pass. Okay, let's get some speed here. There's a showcase jump right here, folks. Well, lots of fun off that one. It got so windy. I mean, it was windy all day, but it got really crazy late in the day. And premix was funny because everybody with a job and a family stopped doing it. It was cool. Oh, that's not me going fast. That's just a huge headwind. It's cool to see McGuire Aruski out again, number 995. He beat Brock Hoyer. Brock didn't have to win, of course. This is the only round that McGuire was doing. But it's cool to see him come out. Man, kid flies. Oh, I should really stop talking and get riding. Oh, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Yep. Again, not an impossible climb. Just when you can't do a pedal stroke, you're kind of handcuffed. So that's what I was. Handcuffed there. There's Alec. Oh, and speaking of Alec, man, this next jump here, a rider on a KTM was coming around here, noticed that Dylan Wright was behind him, or no, somebody was behind the leaders, I guess. So he basically came up to this jump here. See if I can get this. I don't think I didn't last time. Nope. Went up here at this point, right about where I am, right about where I'm giving up here. There's Jim. Right about where I'm giving up here. Woo, that's cement. Let go of his bike. Bike went over here. Brad Nemeth, Automotico, was standing there looking the other way. Took the bike by itself right in his side. Really hit him hard. He thought maybe broke his legs. Left arm looked pretty beat up. Hope it's working this time, Jono. Alright, so yeah, anyway, he is okay. He's bruised up. But yeah, so let's see what this rut ends up like on the inside here. But, oh yeah, up high. But yeah, again, another option. It was great to watch the rider just slam this berm here on the outside. Now we've only got one corner to go before the finish line. But if you, I hope they showed it on TV. But Jess Pettis, as he was coming up through the field, out here, feet on the pegs, standing up, kind of crouch position. In here, I don't know what gear he was in, but he was flying. He just slammed into that berm. No feet out, just railed it and just made up some time. I did record. Was Joey Parks there? I did record the next lap, but of course, inside line was the preferred line, so he didn't use it that time. But so again, like I say, it's not the elevation, it's the ruts. So here we are coming to the finish line. And this is the finish right up here. A little, I mean, it looks like a good finish line jump coming at it from this angle. But this is one, especially the guy said late in the day, the wind was so strong, you end up over there in the field. That is a lap almost. I guess I gotta go to the, let's see if I can roll this. I'm gonna fall. I am clipped in too, by the way, so when I commit like that and they come up over my pedals, it's a little sketchy. But oh, here's that inside rut. Oh, I hear that wind. But yeah, so kudos to the guys for all the work they did. They broke a dozer, transmission overheated or something. Kudos to them for working so hard. This place was pristine when we got here. All that stuff pushed off to the side. It's just a mess now. It looked great. If you watched the little video I did yesterday morning when I got, well, yesterday evening when I got here. Yeah, you can just see how nice it looks. But cool to be here at Prairie Hill. Kyle McCannell said maybe they'll have to switch weekends because they're not getting good luck with this weekend. So who knows what we'll do in the future. But the track is nice. I think the riders will agree. And like I said, I'm not going to do a walk and talk just because of the timing and the fact that I did do a video. I'm going to call it highlights, but again, it's just me with one camera running around. So I didn't catch all the crashes, didn't catch all the passes, but it'll kind of give you an idea how it went, and you can have a look in a shortened air coating highlight version of it. So anyway, thanks for watching. I guess it has to be tracks 3, me 0, because I have not made it clean on one of these yet. It's either the hills, Calgary, and the ruts. The ruts and the roughness and the hills at Temple Hill, and just the ruts at this one. I mean, you could cycle this one very easily. Like I say, this is my second lap, and it's pretty simple, but like elevation wise, but the ruts. So yeah, anyway, a couple weeks off, go for dunes. Everybody safe travels home. Thanks for watching, and we'll do this again. I will not be on this bike, on my Scott Spark. I will have to borrow somebody's electric assist. So if you're watching this, be ready for me to come and ask you. Thanks everybody. See you in a couple weeks.